So I'm like, I'm joking. Like, I'm saying something, okay? I'm just pointing at my throat. And then my dad was like,
see, I told you.
Someone say you want someone. I think I got mixed personalities. This bitch switched up my whole mentality.
okay, before this video even starts, I'm sorry about the lighting in the background. I didn't realize how bad it was until I started editing, so I'm sorry. You're just gonna have to live. Okay. Hello. Oh, Jesus. I'm being quiet because my dad's in the kitchen. He just made us snow cones. And my brother's probably gonna walk by this door, and I don't want him to hear me. But yeah, hi. Ignore all that. It's been 2 months since I posted my last video. I've been gone because if you don't know, your girl's a freshman now. I know my neighbors are like, what the fuck? So I'm now a freshman. And I have orientation on August the 5th. If you haven't noticed, school's almost over. But that's one reason I started summer. So when I start summer, it's time to sleep, relax, and not have to do anything. I'm supposed to be moving soon, but it took up some time. Then I wanted to get, like, I'm not really being serious about YouTube right now because
I don't really care.
But like, I wanted to get a camera, you know, a camera and a tripod, you know, so I can, you know, actually try. And then me and my friend were also thinking about making this a double channel, but who knows? We don't know. So yeah, things might change a lot through this process, whatever you want to call it. If you're new to this channel, hello, welcome. I'm Horrible, and this is my relevant channel. If you would like to subscribe, go ahead. If you like to like, go ahead. If you like to dislike, go ahead. If you like to comment, go ahead. I don't care. Do something, you know. Do something productive on this channel before you leave this video. You probably already left this video.
Stay.
Okay, stay, all right? I'm not done. You don't even have to...
Just leave a like, you know?
Show me that you were there, you know? Show me that you were here watching, okay? I really don't care. Back to this story time. So we're gonna start the story time real quick because I'm supposed to be going to play basketball with my brother. So the story time is how I almost died at church. I know, how do you almost die in the name of the Lord? Like, Satan must have been in your body because there is no way you almost die at church. But yeah, I think I was like, I don't know, 4, 5, 6. I was young, okay? I was under the age of 9. And basically, I went to church, of course, that day. And my dad had this one friend. I think her name was Rachel. I don't really remember. My dad had this one friend. And she always had peppermints. You know, she always had peppermints. And me and Braxton love peppermints. Like, I don't love them anymore, and this is why. But me and Braxton loved peppermints. So we always asked her for a peppermint. She'd always be like,
no, y'all need to wait. Y'all supposed to be watching church or chilling at church or
something like that. She would always say something. But basically, we asked for a peppermint. She was like, okay,
fine, you can have the peppermint.
So she gave me and Braxton a peppermint. As soon as I got the peppermint, my dad said, okay, or my dad, he didn't say okay. He was like, now that you have the peppermint, I don't want, or don't, he didn't, oh my God, I'm doing too much. He said,
don't be jumping and playing around with that peppermint in your mouth or you're gonna choke.
I was like, okay. So what is my
dumb 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-year-old self do?
Jump around with my friends around the church with the peppermint in my mouth. So I don't know how they allowed us to jump around the church. That's what I don't understand. But basically, I was like skipping around the church, and I remember as soon as I skipped down, you know how there's an aisle in the middle, there's like church cheers over here, church cheers over here, and there's like an aisle, then maybe 2 aisles, but in our church, we had a small church. It was a small, you know, non-common church. What that mean?
I don't even know what a common church is.
So we had one aisle down, but basically I was about to run down the aisle, and I was at the beginning of the aisle skipping, and as soon as I went up, the peppermint went whoa, and whoa, wow. Basically I choked, or I started to choke, and I was like, oh no. I don't know if I've ever showed you my dogs, but this is Alvin. He's the one that was pooping in the middle of the floor. Say hi.
Oz! What is that?
He looks dirty right now because he hasn't been to the groomers in a minute. But basically, so before I went to go tell my dad, I decided that I was going to try to swallow it down to my stomach. So that's what I'm trying to do right now. Maybe that's what made it worse. I don't know. I was just trying to swallow it down, and that was not working. And that's when I started to actually panic. So I ran to my dad, and I'm like pointing at my throat, because at this point I'm not talking. I don't know whether I should talk or not. I'm just pointing at my throat. And my dad's just really confused. He's like, okay.
Like, you're not talking. I need to know what you're doing.
And so I'm like, I'm joking. Like, I'm saying something, okay? I'm just pointing at my throat. And then my dad was like,
see, I told you. And
so when he got up, he dragged me to the back. Now in my church, there was like a corridor to the back where they had these
nasty, disgusting,
these disgusting, nasty, roach-infested bathrooms in the back of the church. They were like, my dad always wondered why when we were on the road coming back from church, I always like,
I gotta pee, and
he was like, why didn't you pee at church? And I was just like,
I don't know.
No, the reason why I never peed at church is because of them roach-infested bathrooms. Nobody got time for all that. Basically, damn. Oh, so we went back to the bathroom, and so my dad, I guess his method was put water in her mouth and pat her back so she can cough it out. If you think that works, ooh, you're a terrible parent. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry it looks like Jesus is in the freaking bathroom. If you think that's a good idea, maybe it is, but ew. Sorry. Maybe it is, but for a peppermint, I don't think so. Like, basically, my dad is putting all this water in my throat. Hold on. Putting all this water in my throat so that I can, like, you know, just throw the peppermint up. I think that's what he's trying to do. Maybe throw the peppermint up. But that wasn't working. So he was putting the water in my throat and then slamming the back of my throat. And I remember this because I was on the floor. And he had the audacity to do this right in front of the corridor so all the people could see that I was choking. And so basically I was going blah, blah, blah. But no, the peppermint wasn't coming out. See, what was coming out was peppermint
residue.
It's not residue, bits of the peppermint, basically. Bits of the peppermint were coming out in some water, but the peppermint itself was not coming out. So my dad and I were getting really scared. So was my brother, because my brother, he's younger than me at this point, so he don't even know what's going on. He's just over here like,
Are you okay, Brooke?
I'm just looking at him like, I'm
choking. I'm not okay because I'm choking.
But he didn't know. He was young, so he just kept asking if I was okay. Are you good? He just kept asking if I was okay, which got really freaking annoying because I'm like, I get it that you're young, but like,
shut up. At this point, just shut up.
And so then my dad walked me out of the corridor, and he the pastor was preaching, all right? So when the pastor was preaching, I don't know if he told the pastor like, we gotta go, but he said something to the pastor where the pastor was like, because I guess you have to ask the pastor to leave. I don't know. I was young, so I don't even know what was happening. But my dad was dragging me and my brother out of the church and rushing us to the car. And he started just speeding out of the parking lot. And I'm just like, at this point,
I'm ready to die.
I'm just laying against the window, just looking out at the world. I was literally looking at the world as if I was literally about to die because I couldn't breathe, you know? And for some reason, I lasted so long without breathing. I don't know what was happening. Maybe the, like, peppermint had tipped a little bit or something because I, like, couldn't breathe. But at the same time, I felt like I could breathe. It was probably the Holy Spirit. Okay, my dad was just right there by the door, so I couldn't say anything. So I was leaning my head against the glass, looking out at the world, thinking, this is the end. Like, I'm not even going to live, you know, to grow up or something like that. You know, I'm thinking this is the end. I literally, like, as soon as we were downtown, because the hospital where we lived, there wasn't a hospital where we lived. There was a hospital downtown. We have to go all the way downtown to go to the hospital, which is so
dumb.
Because, like, girl, one of us could die. You know what I mean? God forbid, but, like, you know what I mean? So I literally went to my dad. Like, I think God saw me and he was holding on like, you got this. Don't worry. You is going to make it. We is going to make it till tomorrow. Because I was just looking at the sky like, God, why did this happen? You know, just talking to God, having a one-on-one conversation with God. God, help me, please. I'm over here choking on a peppermint. The peppermint was really good. But I'm dying now because I wanted a peppermint. And so I looked over at my dad, and my dad was in the, you know, driving. And so I was in the steering wheel driving. Shut up! My dad was in the steering wheel driving. And so I look over at him, and I'm like,
Am I gonna die?
or I'm just like saying, I can't breathe, I'm gonna die, or am I gonna die? Just saying all this stuff. My dad's like, calm
down, we're almost there.
Like, and I'm, you know, gone. And so my dad carries me, like, picks me up over his shoulders, and we run into, like, the emergency room door thing. And so we run in there, and we're at the front desk, and my dad's like, my daughter's choking, I need a CPR, whatever, I need it now. And then after that, I blacked out. Like, I literally blacked out. I don't remember anything else after that. I don't remember us going to a room. I don't remember anything else after that. I blacked out. And so I woke up, I kid you not, with my parents having freezies. They have like freezy little what do they call it? Freezies, ushers, whatever they call it. They had those in cups, and they were like looking down at me while drinking it. And I looked up, like, cause I just am waking up from surgery. My dad said it wasn't surgery. He said that they didn't need to do surgery, but like, I don't, then how they get it out? You know what I mean? Like, I don't have a scar right here from when they got it out, but like, somehow they got it out. That don't make no sense to me. But basically, they got it out. It still felt like it was in there though, but they had got it out. And so the doctor came in there. They got a slushie for me too. Slushie, that's what it's called, slushie. They had slushies, and they were over there like just sipping it and looking at me like,
oh, she's awake.
I was like, y'all was just chilling with slushies. I mean, I would do the same thing if my child was in the hospital. I know I should be worried, but I'd be, you know, sipping on some slushie and eating some McDonald's, you know, and be like, is she gonna be okay, doctor? Because I bought her a Happy Meal. The doctor comes in, he's like, you're okay, we didn't really have to do surgery, we got the peppermint, we got you to swallow the peppermint, I think is what he said. They somehow got the peppermint out. That's all. I was young, I didn't understand all that technical stuff. I just know they got the peppermint out. And so he then says that it's going to feel like it's in there for a week or so, but you'll be fine. Like, it's not in there. It's just gonna feel like it's in there. So after that, we went home. The next morning, I went to eat some cereal, and it was just hard to swallow because, like the doctor said, it still felt like it was in there even though it wasn't really in there. That's basically the story time of how I almost died at church. Yeah, that was really it. If you want more story times, comment down below.
I need you to comment, girls. You can tell me.
What's up? I need you to comment down below and tell me whether you want more story times or not. Because if you don't tell me, how am I supposed to know? You know what I mean? So yeah, thank you for showing up to my channel. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe, like, comment. I don't know what else to say. Goodbye. And while you're still watching, go ahead and follow me on Instagram at IHateLife_Brooklyn C.